back to the channel. Thanks for hitting that play button and joining me here once again at Mike's Mods and Customs. What we have here is, well, what I have remaining to video of the April's edition of the Fourhorseman build for the RattyMuscle theme. We're using this 1970 Dodge Charger to come up with our build. And, well, I just got to say, as a tip, as me being a new videographer, YouTuber, whatever you want to call it, it's super important to make sure you back up files correctly. I ran out of room in my phone, had to clear some space, and I got plenty of space. I cleaned out all kinds of stuff, and I lost everything. I had all kinds of video footage of this one. I had all kinds of video footage of a build for Paul over at Diecast Graveyard, a custom build I'm working on, the Ford F-350 utility body, lost all that footage, and another one that I'm doing a custom commission for a customer. So, yeah, be careful when you're erasing stuff, guys. I am currently looking into better equipment, potentially a better camera, a computer to actually do all this on, because I do everything on my phone. So, yeah, we're going to be looking at making some changes on operations on how we do stuff. Let me grab another car. I want to show you what you see there on the workbench. I'll show you what it started out as. Because of course when I started this I had a little bit of a different intro. But this right here is what it started out as. So the 1970 Dodge Charger from Hot Wheels. That's the start. And here's where we're at now. So I can go over some things with you quick. I got rid of those wheels. I took those wheels off, and I found these wheels here that I thought was a pretty good fit for a RattyMuscle look. And as I went ahead and got those installed, I had to make some modifications to the front wheels because the inside hub was hitting the chassis there. So I had to just cut off the inside edges right in here. I just cut a little bit of that off of the wheel so it would fit in the chassis in there nicely. So kind of a mistake, but kind of fitting for the build. As I put the front, glued the front axles in, I don't know if you can see it there in the camera. The front wheels don't roll, the back ones do. Well, it's a RattyMuscle car. We got some seized up calipers in the front. That's fit. That works. So that was that. Didn't really do much of anything with the windscreen, the window. It's brand new casting, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I've done some weathering to the front grille, the engine, the blower, the rear tail. I'm still going to do a little bit more work in there. I'm not exactly sure what yet. But then I just went ahead and hit the shifter and the steering wheel with some silver there to give that some definition. And I'm still going to beat up those seats a little bit somehow or another. But the casting. So I still got some more work to do with this. I am not 100% happy with it yet. So I was going with that plum crazy purple color. Let me just change some lighting here, see if that's better. Yeah, that is a little better. So I was going with the plum crazy purple color. What I did to get to this point, I have 4 different colors of primer on here. I went with a red primer from Tamiya. I used a silver, the gray from Tamiya, and then there was a couple of other colors to give me some definition. So this one, Army Painter, I used this gray, the wolf gray they called it. That's in there. And then I also used, which you can't even really see it now that I think about it, I used this green. It's an army green from Army Painter. So those are some primers that are on there. So what I did was I went with those 4 layers of primer. I sprayed them up. And then with some 1200 grit, I think it was. It was either 1000 or 1200 grit sandpaper. I wet sanded the whole casting. And that's how I got this look like what you see there on the roof and then on the hood and back here. And then from there, I still wasn't happy with it. And I'm still really not too happy with it. But I reached out to a couple of other fellow builders. I got some ideas. So on the passenger side of the car here, I figured he might have come across the guardrail or something, and I don't know if you can see what I did there, but I went with the file, and I just made a bunch of scuffs. So there's a bunch of gouges in there, and then I went over that with some of my Vallejo pigments of rust. So I had new rust and old rust. These are two pigments, so the powder pigments. So I went over that, and that's how I got this little bit of rusty look to it here. This is still going to need some more work. And then while I was messing around with another project, I had some primer on one of these little brushes right here, like this. So I had some primer, so I was like, you know what? Let's try and make it look like somebody did some body work there. So I primered that right front fender to make it look like that was being worked on. So anyways, just as an update, this is where we're at. I still got some more work to do, but I'm close. It's been drilled and tapped. I got the screws in there, but to give you an idea, I mean, that's how it's gonna, kind of how it's gonna be, RattyMuscle. Still got some more work to do yet. Not quite done, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Back up the video. Back up the video. Make sure you back up your videos. Anyways, I'm going to take a break from here for a minute. I'm going to get to work on that body some more. And in the meantime, go and check out my new friends over here at Hobbytown. Hobbytown.com. Check out their website. You can find all this Vallejo stuff, all the Tamiya stuff I'm talking about, those Army Painter primers. They have it all there in their stores. I'm sure there's a local store near you somewhere. Check out their website. Check out their products. If you have a chance, stop by a store and check them out. We're going to take a break. I'm going to go work on that casting some more. I'll be right back. Hang in there with me. So we've come down to our final assembly here for the April edition of the Fourhorseman with this 1970 Dodge Challenger, and the theme being RattyMuscle. So I've done my best at getting all that completed with some roughed up interior, some roughed up front end, back. Did some work here with the car with different themes, different paints, different colors. Didn't really do a whole heck of a lot to the base. I put a little bit of wash on the bottom of it. Did nothing to the windscreen. So I'm just going to go ahead and this thing pop together here and show you the final result. We'll get it up on the turntable. Let you take a look at it. Got our 2mm screws. And here we have the final results of April 2021 Fourhorseman RattyMuscle build with the 1970 Dodge Charger. There it is. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. This was a bit of a challenging video for sure for me to get 100% complete from start to finish, having to redo a lot of footage. So please, if you haven't had a chance to do so yet, check out any of my other videos. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up with that like button there. And if you'd also like to do so, ring that bell to get notified of any future videos coming up in the future. We have lots more coming. I have a a build on this one here. We have a project build going on with this one with a couple of other guys. I have a few others here in the background that are going to be getting worked on in the near future at some point. Need some parts. So there's all kinds of good stuff to come. So please check on in on the rest of my videos. Check out my sponsor, hobbytown.com. Go check them out. They got all kinds of stuff going on for you over there. And check out all the other Fourhorseman builds. Just do a search on YouTube for Fourhorseman. You'll find all the other fantastic modelers out there that have done a project here with the Fourhorseman's RattyMuscle build. That's all I got for this time, guys. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Have fun. We'll see you on the next one.
This video is sponsored by Hobbytown. Hobbytown is an awesome hobby store where you can find all your hobbies' wants and needs. They provide everything from your tools and supplies to an awesome variety of paints, from spray paints to paints for your airbrush. To find your local Hobbytown, you can go to www.hobbytown.com to use the store locator at the top center of the homepage to find the closest store near you. Again, the website to use is www.hobbytown.com. Remember, we make your free time awesome.